Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of the Groovy Goat Hunter. It is Heath. I've got issues. I'm doing a pay dirt. I don't really need to, but I need to because I've been holding on to this pay dirt. It came in last week and I want to get it done. I've got something going on with my eye. We'll talk about all that crap. Let's do the intro and I'll get into that. So yes, we have a pay dirt review for you. Why else would I be in the garage? Yeah, I've got something going on with this eye. It's very red. It's not pink eye, but I have arthritis. For the longest time, I would get what's called iritis or uveitis in either eye, and it's basically the swelling of your pupil or something. Hurts like hell, waters all the time. The first time I got it, I would get it every year afterwards, almost to the month, like in November of whenever I got it. And then the very next year in November, I got it in the opposite eye. And then the very next year, the next November, I got it in this eye. Once I got diagnosed with arthritis, after I think 5 bouts of it, I hadn't had it since. And now all of a sudden I'm getting it again. So I don't know what that's all about. Thank you for joining Dr. Heath and his medical problems. Goodbye. All right, so we got a pay dirt review. I've done this one a couple times before. The first time I think I thought it was okay. The second time I hated it. And this is the third time. It's just really hard to find pay dirt right now. AU Alchemist pay dirt. And I'd have to look at my older videos. It's been over a year since I've done this one. But yeah, we're going to do that tonight. We're going to at least get it started, classify it, and then we'll pan it, see what happens. I'll let you know how much I paid for it. We'll weigh it, and then I'll read you guys the description like I always do. Okay, so I paid $108.64 for this. It was $98.99 plus $9.65 for taxes. Shipping was free. Total at the door $108.64. So I'm going to read you the description. Here's the title of it. 2 pounds of limited edition 1 ounce gold nugget hunt pay dirt with added gold silver. Here is the description. 2 pounds of limited edition gold nugget hunt pay dirt packed with gold, silver, and heavy black sand. These bags are designed to give you an exciting chance to discover a 1 ounce gold nugget or a museum grade gold ore specimen with visible gold. How it works. We collect 100 pounds of high grade concentrate from a nearly impossible gold location. Once we bring back this rich pay dirt, we mix it with high blend of black sand in our top shelf pay dirt. Why is this pay dirt limited? We add to the mix, we add 10 grams of gold pickers, 10 grams of flour gold, 50 grams of silver shots, 2 museum grade gold ore specimens, and a 1 ounce gold nugget. We add all that into 100 pounds of pay dirt and mix it really well so that your limited edition batch increases your chance of striking it big. Okay, I bought it kind of more of a, to see how much BS this is. Anytime you see somebody that says, oh, there's a nugget out of 100 pounds, if they're 2 pound bags, that means there's 50 bags out there. So they're eliminating the chance that you don't get anything worth of crap. And they can say, well,
You just got one of the unlucky bags.
Well, 50 people can say they got one of the unlucky bags and never put anything in there. That's what I don't like about it. I wish there was a way somebody who bought that pay dirt somewhere and got what they said they put in there would report it or something like that, because you can't really prove otherwise that they even did that. I'm reading on, sorry. Specialty source materials. We've carefully sourced a richer and more gold-laden batch of pay dirt than usual. This blend contains not only gold but also silver and visible gold ore, making it more valuable and rewarding than typical pay dirt. It's a special treat for collectors and prospectors looking for more than just a standard gold flake. After that, this unique blend will be retired and we will not be offering this exact mixture of gold, silver, and rare ore again. Don't miss the chance to experience before it's too late. We like to add fun gifts. Some fun things you might find are gold specimen on host rock, gold nugget weighing in at 1/2 gram up to 2 grams, silver jewelry, silver shots 1 to 30 grams, old vintage stamps from all around the world, old vintage paper money from all around the world, old vintage coins from all around the world, large, medium, small crystals, high-grade gemstones, large, medium, small fossils, copper coins, replica silver coins, costume jewelry, necklace, rings, pins, keychains, and more. It just keeps going and going and going. I'm not going to read you all of that. So basically, this is a chance bag. So we're going to open it up. We're going to just see what this big, rare bag has to offer. And I hope I'm wrong. Believe me, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this bag has everything it says it's going to have. It's just going to be hard to convince me that this is a legit pay dirt bag. We'll see. Let's weigh it. It weighs 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So it's 3 pounds. let's open it up. Very dry material. And there it is. There is the mixture of dirt. There is a rock, or no, what is that? What the heck? It's like a fruit, like a nut. So let's start classifying this. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my 4 mesh. I'll dump it all in there, shake it up. If there is anything in here, it should show up on the 4 mesh. As far as like all those little extra things they said that comes with the pay dirt bag. Oh, yeah, we do have some jewelry in here. Okay, so there's the 4 mesh. I don't know if you can see what's in there, but we'll look at that in a minute. I will fast forward the rest, and once I'm done, we will look at it. I am done with the classifying and the demagnification. No, wait, the demagnetizing of the pay dirt. So let's look at it. We got 6 classifications, and all that is the magnetics that I got out of every single one. Most of it was in the -60, but yeah, there it all is. 6 classifications right here, starting with the 4 mesh, or the 1/4 inch plus, followed by the 10 mesh, the 20 mesh, the 40 mesh, the 60 mesh, and all of that is -60. We are going to start with that and work our way up. I'm actually going to probably do that one too, just because I don't see anything in there but some kind of piece of jewelry and some kind of acorn looking fruit nut thing. I don't know. We'll look at it. So let's go to overhead and we'll get this done. Hopefully quick. I don't want to drag this one out. I know there's no gold in this, so we're going to get this one out of the way and figure out what that thing is. Looks like some kind of charm. So we will dump all of that in there and we'll get that out. Looks like a piece of quartz or something inside of it. There it is. And it is not magnetic, so that's a good thing. I'm going to assume that's silver. We'll look at that when we go upstairs. So this is what we're left with. I see some shiny stuff. That looks like peacock ore. And that's about it. I don't see anything of any significance. Some quartz. I am going to pull that quartz out. I will crush that later and see if I can get any gold out of that. All right, so I just pulled and picked out all the quartz I could find. And there's no gold or nothing else in there. There was a little piece of pyrite in there. In the description, it said there could be some specimen quartz in there. So I don't know if I should waste my time and look at it or not, because all these pieces were super duper small. Maybe I will pull out the wet ones that I just threw in there and see if there is any gold, just to see. I'll get my magnifying glass, look at it, and then we'll go from there. But I got to stop for the night because Fritzy's running around the house rabid. He's barking. He wants attention. Everybody else is trying to sleep, so I got to go take care of that. I will see you guys tomorrow. It is another day. Fritzy's in the garage. He's just like, what are we doing? It's just me and Fritzy today in the house. He's always afraid I'm going to give him a bat. Just go back in the house. I'm going to be in the garage doing the pay dirt. He's going to ring the bell now because he wants to go outside. Let's get started on this. So we already did the 1/4 inch. We didn't find anything, some quartz. So we'll pan down and we're going to get all of this -60 out. There's a ton of it. I'm going to put a bunch in here. I'm going to stratify it. It's going to take me a while to stratify it because it's going to be very muddy. And once I get done stratifying it, I will be back to pan it. I think that is all I can stratify. It's still going to be a little muddy, but I put a lot of -60 in there. So let's pan it and see what happens. Lot of flower gold in this. Oh boy, I got some floaters. All right, so I'm going to show you that batch right there, and then we'll take a phone shot of it. But yeah, there's a lot of gold that got panned back, so I'm going to have to deal with that too. All right, guys, so here is the first batch of gold. Still some black sands in there, but lots of flower gold. I'll suck that up, but then look back here. You can see all that gold. It's So I'll have to definitely repan all that and get all of that gold out. All right, so I've already started the second batch, stratified it. I didn't want to waste too much filming on panning this out because it's really hard to pan this stuff. I have put so much jet dry in this, gold is still floating everywhere. I will show it to you and then I'll do another picture with the phone, but there it is. Super fine gold. And then obviously I'll have to repan all that again because I see a couple little specks of gold in there as well. Here was round 2. There is all of the bubbles from all the jet dry I've been putting in. There is the gold. And you can see all the fine gold all over the pan and then in the tailings as well. It's really hard to pan that stuff out. This is the last batch of minus 60. I did the same thing. I've already stratified and panned most of it out. I've been doing this for a good 15 minutes. Somebody's not happy with me. Do you hear him? You hear how mad he is at me? He hates when I come back here. You know I do this all the time. You know this is my time to pan. This is why it takes me forever to do pay dirt reviews. Alright, that's the best I'm going to be able to get it. I still have to repan a little bit there, but there's all the gold. There's a lot of sands in there. I'll show you a picture of it. I'll repan that, and then I'll probably pull that out before I go to the plus 60. You hear him? He won't even let me talk. So I re-sluiced all of that minus 60. I went ahead and put some more water in. And this is the tailings that came out of the sluice box. So I'm going to pan this back and see what we missed. Looks like we missed a lot. I might have to do this a couple times because look at all that gold I missed. So I'll even have to pan this a couple of times to get all the gold out. But there it is. That's what I left in the tailings. That's a lot. So I'll get a phone shot of that and then I'll repan all this. And here is the leftovers. It's just everywhere. Look at that. It's all the way down the pan. And then there's the tailings of that. You can see gold in that. Very hard stuff. Alright, so we're finally done with the 60 mesh, the minus 60 for the most part. I will re-sluice and repan it again a third time. Like I said, this stuff has just got so many potential pieces of gold. It could be just little pieces of pyrite, little pieces of peacock ore or something like that. Yeah, hard to pan. Alright, so we're going to go to the plus 60 and hopefully it'll be a lot easier. I will pan this out as well. And yeah, we'll just see if we can get some gold. Had I not taken those magnetics out of that minus 60, I would have never been able to get half that gold out. It would have been impossible. Here's the first batch of 60 mesh, plus 60 minus 40. A lot of yellow. So there was so much gold that went with the black sands. I'm just going to have to redo that. I'm going to try to pan it back. There goes some floating gold again. Horrible job, Heath. Alright, there's as much gold as I'm going to be able to get out. I'll take a phone shot of it. But look at all the gold I missed. I mean, it's just everywhere. So the way that this gold is floating, no matter how much surfactant I put in there, it's just making it very difficult. I'm going to try to get a close-up. That's 12 times. You can see the black sands that's under it. This is batch number 2 of the plus 60 minus 40. I see gold specks everywhere. It could be mica, it could be pyrite, it could be gold.
There could be anything in there.
It's so hard to tell because it's so small and it all looks exactly the same. So I'm definitely going to have to redo this, resluice it, repan it, maybe 3 or 4 times. So what I'm trying to do is brush some of those gold flakes out of the black sands. There it is. I'm not going to take a phone shot of it. You've seen it over and over again. I'm going to suck this up, repan it, and move on to the next batch. I should have just one more batch of the plus 60. This is the last batch of the 60 mesh plus 60. This time I just sat there and just panned as much sands out as I could. There's still tons of black sands in there. I just cannot get them out this round, so we'll suck it up. Okay, and after 1 steroid and 1 antibiotic, I'm back. And this is the 40 mesh.
Hey, did you scream?
Did I scream?
Aunt Mary heard somebody scream. She thought it was you.
No, I didn't scream. I feel like screaming.
Anybody went to the massage parlor with us.
I just took a steroid and an antibiotic.
Are you feeling better?
I'm still blurry. I can't see out my eye. It doesn't itch or hurt, but it's still funky. That was my wife. Did I scream and not know it? That's possible. There it is. I will take a phone shot of it and then we will move on to the next batch. And there it is. Let's zoom in. Yeah, that's a possibility of being silver. So I'm going to suck all that up and then we'll move on. But there it all is. There it is. I will suck that up and we will move on to the last batch. Last batch of the 40 mesh, and here we go. And there it is. I'm sure there's some black sands in there as well, but we'll get it out later. Suck it up and we're done with the 40 mesh. On to the 20. And here's the 20. We don't have a whole lot, so I'll do this in 2. That is good enough. We'll tap this back, and not a lot. I see a piece of pyrite for sure. Looks like 3 pieces of gold, and it's either silver or pyrite. I can't tell. I will do a phone shot with that. Let's see what we got here. Those 3 pieces are definitely gold, but those 2, really hard to tell. That looks like a piece of pyrite. Gold, gold, gold. Just 3 pieces. Pyrite, silver maybe? I don't know. And this is the last of the 20 mesh. I've already stratified, so let's pan. Let's pan it back and see. Okay, there's a couple of pieces of gold in there. 7 pieces of silver, 5 pieces of gold, and 1 mystery ball. And we're done with the 20 mesh. On to the 10, and that is our last classification. Yeah, that's definitely silver. There is the 5 pieces of gold, and then that. Is that a pearl? I don't know what that is. It's got me choked up.
When the man demanded that the chip as a response to allegations. I'm sorry, I seem to have something stuck in my eye.
Somebody get him some water, please.
This is it right here. Here's the 10 mesh. I'm gonna do this in 2, and I'm probably gonna have to pick some stuff out. I see a lot of quartz, so I'm just gonna pick some of those out. There's a piece of that peacock ore. I doubt we're gonna find much, if any, gold in here. All right, let's pan this. good enough. Tap it back. Yeah, no gold, but there are some pieces of silver. I'll suck it up. Look like we're gonna have any more gold. Yep, no gold. 5 pieces of silver and 1 piece of pyrite. That is all we got, and we're done. I'm going to clean all that stuff up, get it separated, clean all that gold out. There's a lot of black sands in there. We'll look at all this stuff I got, and we'll see what we did get out of this and try to get a value. We are back in the room. We got the gold dried, the silver dried, the whatever that other stuff is dried. Flip it over. There is the stuff. There is this, whatever that is. It is silver. It does have 925 stamped on the back. I believe that means it's sterling silver. So there's the silver, and that bead right there is a piece of silver. And here is the gold. I think this is all gold. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna try to zoom in. It looks like I got a piece of silver in the gold too. There are some black sands in there. I cleaned it up as best as I could. It's very hard to get all those black sands out. But there it is. Let's weigh it. Here is the scale. We're going to put the tray on there. We will zero it out. We are on grams. I'm going to do the silver first. It's not a whole lot. We got 0.819 grams of silver. And here comes the gold. This gold is super, super fine. Oh, wow. That is a lot more than I thought it would be. 1.394. That's really good. That's really good. Now, we're going to look at that under the microscope because I want to make sure that is all gold. Make sure none of that's pyrite. That's shockingly good. 1.394. That's freaking outstanding. And then this, it's sterling silver. Talking about this little charm for a necklace. It looks like it's got a piece of quartz in there. I'm not going to put a value on that. We'll just let that be. And before I get on the gold calculator and get a value and all that stuff, I sluiced it once, and then after I did all that, I took it out and sluiced it again. And I did find some very, 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 very tiny, tiny gold. It wasn't even weighable. It was hard to get them little bitty pieces out. So let's get on the computer. We'll get a value, and then we'll get the microscope out so we can look at that gold. Welcome to my computer. We are going to find out what that silver is first. We only got 0.819. I guess I could just go ahead and call it 1 gram because of that necklace. I'll just go ahead and act like that's about 0.2 grams. So we'll just make it an even 1 gram. It's only $1.10. 1 gram of silver. It's $1.10. We'll just call it $1. Let's go to the gold. This one shocked me. The gold that I pulled out really did not look like it was that much. I am pleasantly surprised. 1.394 grams of gold is what we got. We will call it 24 karat natural placer gold. Gold prices, $3,085.40. That is insane how much gold has gone up. We'll calculate $138.28. So this is what I paid for it. I did get it on eBay because that's the only place you can really find gold right now. Okay, so it was $98.99 for the item. It was $9.65 for tax. Shipping was free. It made a total of $108.64. So $108.64 is what I paid for it. The gold plus the silver is a total of $139.28. Calculate 128%. Wow, it's crazy. Let's look at it on the microscope. This is very hard to do because this gold is so fine. I'm going to have to hover over it because if I put my microscope all the way down on it, it's going to pick up gold pieces, and I don't want to do that. So it will be a little shaky. I apologize for that, but we're going to do the best we can. Look at that. Every bit of that is gold. Very, very fine gold. No pyrite. There's that big piece. And by big, I mean it's the biggest piece I had, that piece that was in the silver. I'll zoom in on it. I'm at maximum magnification, and I'm just hovering over this gold. Yeah, that's just too shaky. Let's go back down. It is all gold. It's unbelievable. All right, let's close it up. This is the third time I've done AU Alchemist, and I looked at my past videos to see how good or bad they were. One of them, the first one I did, which was a couple years ago, was a 50% return. It wasn't great. The second one I did was a 12% ROI. There was hardly any gold in it whatsoever. Obviously, at the beginning of this video, I was very doubtful of this pay dirt. Been a year since I've done it. I said I'm gonna give him another chance. I was so skeptical of that, I went back and looked at that gold again. Off camera, I got my microscope out and I spread it all over a plate so I could get a better view of it, and it's gold. And I checked my scale again to make sure my scale was right. So I actually did get 1.3 grams of gold out of that bag. I am shocked. This one was not horrible. I am shocked and pleasantly surprised. We'll just say that. Now, did I just get lucky and get one bag that had a lot more gold than the other bags? Who knows? I don't know how these pay dirt companies operate, especially when they do these, I guess, a contest where they're saying that one of these bags is going to have a 1 ounce nugget, other bag's going to have this and that, here and the other. You just never know if they're being honest or not. All I can say is the bag that I got lucky. I'm happy. This thing right here, I don't know what to make of it. I'm not a fan of getting jewelry in pay dirt. I don't know what to even do with it except melt it down. I'm not going to give it to my wife. I'm not going to give it to somebody for a present. That would be horrible. Hey honey, look what I went and got at K Jewelers. It's a rough opal diamond in the middle, and it's 18 karat white gold.
Every kiss begins with K.
We'll call that a victory for AU Alchemist this time. Made up for the other two bags to a certain degree. So yeah, I can't say nothing bad about them on this round. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video of the AU Alchemist pay dirt bag. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like button, share button, notification bell. And also thank you guys for watching, and all of you who have subscribed and are part of this weird thing that I'm doing. I will see you on my next review. Until then, peace and love.